Hey, we're just going to go over a couple things here. We're getting ready to take our Model 3 in and get a half clear bra installed and ceramic coated and windows tinted. So this is going to be the last time you're going to see her like this. The next time you see her, she is going to be completely different. And we decided to go with a company out in Indianapolis, and we're going to tell you all about them. But I specifically just wanted to show you what we're going to do to the car to protect it for the drive up. Now, I have had this on the expressway. We have taken it on some roads, but we try to stay on the back roads as much as possible to eliminate some of the potential rock chips and things like that. So when we take it in, it doesn't need a whole lot of work. We have received, we were sent from XPEL some paint protection film to wrap the car in for the ride up. So let me turn it around here and let you see what that looks like. Okay, cool. So here is the paint protection film or track wrap that was sent to us by Clear Bra Indy, where we are going to be taking the car to get wrapped and ceramic coated and window tinted. So right now the car is actually really dirty, so I have to give it a quick rinse before we take her. Put this on, put the XPEL wrap on, and this is just to protect it for the drive up. It's about 2 hours away. Yeah, I know everybody's like, wow, you're driving your car 2 hours away, but you know, it's a choice on who you feel comfortable with. There are a lot of companies that you can find that do this type of work, but it has to be somebody that you feel comfortable with and has the knowledge to be able to do this. I mean, it's not cheap. You want to make sure that you're getting a quality job, and I feel I found that place. So to me, it doesn't really matter, but I am going to rinse this down, and I'm going to get the front clean. Hey, there's my pup. And we are going to then install this for the travel up tomorrow. So there we go. Sorry about that. That you see on car carriers that are wrapped up a little bit. So we're just going to try and get a nice little film on the front, so we don't have to worry about getting banged up too much on the road. Let's see if I can just peel this off. Okay, so I got it out of the box. So actually it is a clear film, as you can see here. And you know, so here it is with this company. They actually, Clear Bra actually sent me this, no charge, to be able to protect the vehicle as we come up. So it's not going to be a perfect wrap, it's just something to put on there just to protect it. So what we'll do, once I get it washed down, we'll go ahead and put this film on, show you guys how we're going to do that. Protect the front end, the mirrors, bumper, and things of that. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to get this thing dried off and get it ready to put the temporary wrap on so we can get this car transported properly without any nicks or damage to the paint. And it's going to arrive clean. It's going to be easier for the for Clear Bra to actually install everything. They're going to spend less prep time, so we're going to make sure we do it right. You know, I guess you don't realize how many actual body curves this thing has, but there's a lot when you actually start running your hands over it. It may look fairly flat, but it is has some curves to it. Very nice. Everybody likes a car with curves, right? And I'm not applying a lot of pressure. I'm just really trying to just wipe it down as best I can. Without scratching anything. Get all the excess water off so I can put a nice wrap on it. Hey, puppy. You want to be in the video too? Is that what it is? You want to be in the video too, bud? No, he just wants to play ball. That's all he wants. I'm just concerned about the hood, front bumper, headlights, and mirrors. That's really where you're going to get most of your chips or your rocks and everything else flying up at you. You know, you do have a very, very flat bumper here in the front. That's going to take a lot of abuse, especially driving on the highway like I do. You want to make sure, for me, that it's protected. I know a lot of people don't believe in the paint protection film and everything else, but for me, I'm going to do it. I want to make sure it's protected. I drive a lot of highway miles, about 110 miles a day, and some of the roads are rough, so you know, I want to make sure she's protected. And when you see this car finished with the paint protection film and the ceramic coating, and as we move through the winter, at least for me, I am in the Midwest, so I do get harsh winters. That's going to help. It's going to help the longevity of this car, the paint, with the salt and everything else that goes on the roads out here. So, you know, that's sort of the reasons why I'm doing it. And when we meet with Clear Bra Indy tomorrow, you know, we'll talk about pros and cons and reasons why you should do things and why you shouldn't do things, what's best, what's not. So hopefully we'll be able to bring some insight on that as well. So you already have a nick in the headlight. Okay, so we have majority of it all wiped down, ready to go. I'm just gonna let it air dry here for another minute or two, and then I'm gonna start with the plastic wrap. I'm just gonna put it over the front of the hood, cut out what I can, and see how this works. I haven't done it before, so this should be interesting. So I'm just going to peel this out of the box. I have just a regular razor blade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to start peeling it back, and then I am just gonna go put it up, cut where I can, and we'll see how it works. So you guys can see it close up. It's tricky, just because of the bends and the curves. So we're gonna try and get this thing as smooth as we possibly can. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're gonna do what we can on it. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit here. There we go. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just going to protect the car as we're driving. And then I'll come over, do another sheet. And we'll just keep going that route. Oh, by the way, there I am. Did I tell you I'm not a professional at this? So it is a little bit difficult, and I'm gonna learn as we go here. So let's keep doing it. As we're driving down the highway, 70, 80 miles an hour, and we don't get the chip. So here, let me show you this thing. Hopefully it comes out okay. But you know, there it is, and I mean it's pretty thick. I mean, this stuff is not easy to mess with. But if this is what they're putting on the car the true XPEL, man, this car is going to look good for a long time. So let's keep going. And I wonder how the sensors are gonna feel. Now, you know, I'm probably not gonna use autopilot or anything while we're going, just for that reason. So we'll see. We'll test it out though. Because again, just remember folks, the purpose of this is just to get it protected enough to get it down there. I don't need to get too crazy, but we just want to make sure that we have enough coverage that we are protecting it, because it doesn't make sense to do it halfway either. So we just want to make sure that, hey, we have protection across the hood, the lights, fender, and I could imagine if putting this on just as XPEL every day what these detailers do, man, this is a lot of work. And like I said, I'm just putting it on. However, doing this, I can imagine precisely would be a huge task. Huge. So, like I said earlier, you know, it's about like there's a bunch of people that do this work, but you have to take it somewhere where you feel confident that is going to do a good job, because it's one of those fads right now where everybody's doing it, everybody says they can do it, but you still want a professional to do this kind of work. You don't want somebody just doing it out of their garage, and if you feel comfortable with it, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. This is just my preference, you know, hey, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. Spent a lot of money on the car. Just want to make sure that I take care of it, and that it's going to last me for the time that I need it to last, and should be good to go. So let's give a quick shot of what we did here so far. Yeah, that looks super ugly. But again, remember folks, I am just taking this on the highway to make sure that it's good to go. I have it covered here. I think I might need to put another spot in here, but we're going to come over it anyway. But it's basically saran wrapping your front end and making sure it's protected. I mean, like I said, this stuff is thick. It is not going to be easy for something to penetrate this. And that's what I did underneath. And now we're going to finish up doing the hood, and then we're going to do the mirrors on both sides, and we should be good to go. Over here. Make sure that's right. How far do we come down on that side? All the way to the top of the wheel well. tricky, tricky, tricky. And just be careful if you're wearing a ring or have a razor in your hand when you're smoothing it out. Just be careful. And if you're dealing with a decent body shop, they would probably send this to you as well. But, you know, again, it all depends on how far you're driving, how far you're traveling, and preference. He offered it. I didn't have to do this. And I could have just, you know, risked whatever damage. Because I'm sure you're going to get it, folks. I mean, it's inevitable. A rock's going to come up, or dirt, or whatever, and it's going to chip it up. I could have just drove the car down without putting any of this on. But hey, I opted to do it. And I'll have a level of satisfaction, at least in my mind, that it's protected, at least going down there, and I'm not going to have to pay any additional money for additional paint correction or anything like that. So to me, well worth the time that I'm taking to do this. By the way, it's late at night. Everybody's sleeping, and I'm out here in the garage trying to get this thing done for a trip early first thing tomorrow morning. And I can't wait to introduce you guys to Kyle and talk about the pros and cons of XPEL, and really just wrap in general. We are going to tint, we are going to ceramic coat, and just, you know, all the pros and cons of all that. And I know I see a lot of posts on social media always asking about XPEL or not, wrap, full wrap, half wrap, ceramic tint, ceramic coating, and all these things. So hopefully we'll get some answers and help you guys make decisions on what you're going to do with your car. So let's continue on here. Yeah. Man, I should just become a Clear Bra specialist myself. Not. This is difficult. This is difficult. And I think what we'll do now is we'll go across the front again here and get some protection on it. Overlap it a little bit, just so we have some continuity across here. Okay, so I finished wrapping her last night. She is ready to go. Again, folks, this is not meant to look pretty. It's just meant to do its job, and that is to protect until I can get to the Clear Bra Indy, and for them to peel this off and to actually prep the car, prep the paint for the XPEL wrap. So this is going to be the last time you see her looking like this. The next video, she will have some new things to talk about.